Okay. Good evening. My name is Stephen Cowan. I'm the leader of the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, and this is the November meeting of its cabinet. I have a few housekeeping points to make. First, if the fire alarm goes off, it's not a test, it's for real. So leave using the emergency doors that you see in front of you, and don't use the lifts and toilets, so that way if you should require them. Can I just confirm the members of the cabinet we've got here? I'm just going to go through the list of names and just if you say hello after I've introduced you. We're fortunate to have our deputy leader, Councillor Benjamin Coleman.
Hello.
Alex Sanderson, who has sadly got COVID, so I am. She's calling in from home. Hello, Alex.
Hi.
Councillor Bora Kwan is here in the flesh. Wesley Harcourt,
Also here.
Andrew Jones.
I'm here, yes. Hello.
Rowan Ree.
Good evening.
Francis Umay.
Hello.
Sharon Holder.
Hello.
And Rebecca Harvey is sent apologies for she's not able to be here. Okay, we have also Lisa Homan and Patricia Quigley, who is beaming in via the internet for obvious reasons. And we are also fortunate to have Sharon Lee, the interim chief exec, and Grant Degg, the assistant director of legal services. Okay, so we move on to the agenda now. Can I first of all just state that it is notable that there is an increase in the COVID cases. Everybody who has been classed in any way as vulnerable to a health risk has been offered a fourth vaccine. And if you haven't, then you can go to 145 King Street, where the council, in conjunction with our health partners, have laid on a service where you will be able to get a vaccine. I can't stress enough the importance of that. The cases are increasing, and part of the success has been COVID. And I know many people are slightly nervous about the vaccines because it's been expressed, and there's been a lot of false information, false facts put about by the anti-vax people. But the vaccine is the singular best way to keep yourself safe and to keep yourself protected. And I would urge everyone to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. And I think it's important that we stress that and shout it from the roofs. Okay, well, we'll move quickly on then to the actual agenda of the meeting. And item number 1 is the minutes of the last meeting. Can I ask the cabinet, are those agreed? Agreed. Thank you. I've got apologies for absence from, as I mentioned, Rebecca Harvey, from Max Schmidt, Chief Whip, and from Zarar Khayyam, who's the president of the Enterprise Board for Hammersmith and Fulham. Are there any other apologies for absence? No, I've got those. Yes. Yes, no, I've got those. I mentioned at the beginning. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. In which case, I'll move on to item number 3. Are there any declarations of interest? That's I'm taking as a no, which means we can move on to item number 4, which is the Corporate Revenue Monitor. Councillor Reid, the Cabinet Member for Finance and Public Service Reform. Would you like to just talk us through the paper, please, Rowan?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. So this is the Corporate Revenue Monitor looking at council spending as of this July. There are 4 recommendations covering the use of various funds to meet different spending requirements that have arisen. And this monitoring process is part of our ongoing work to ensure that the resources of the council are spent in a ruthlessly financially efficient manner. And we'll have further such reports throughout the year.
Great. Are there any questions on the item? Any comments? Is that agreed? Item is agreed. Thank you very much. Next, we're procuring modern desktop services and Tectonic. As you know, we've made huge successes since becoming the administration. When we arrived in office, we had a desktop service that cost over £22 million a year. And we had the BT managed services contract, which was chaotic and not working and costing the council £2.7 million a year for no service of any value whatsoever. They were very difficult days. Our current service has cost £12 million a year and contributed to our vast savings. And now what we're doing is looking to use, certainly post-COVID, the desktop services to advance productivity and to increase our efficiency. So on that note, Rowan, would you like to run through this paper and just set the scene for us, please?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. So this is a paper covering two aspects of this work. Firstly, replacing the desktop or the computers that the council uses. So the ones that are currently being used come to the end of their recommended term of use. So there are efficiency and security considerations involved in getting new ones that will work more effectively. The strategy has taken account of hybrid working, which has obviously increased since the pandemic, and so that allows us to be slightly more efficient. Last time this was done, there was a budget of £6 million. The budget is now around 4 million, so we've managed to do it for a lot less than previously. The second part of the paper covers the desktop support services. So this is where people working for the council will call up if they have any problems with their IT equipment. We currently have a fully outsourced service, but we believe that there are elements that can be done more effectively, more efficiently if they were brought in-house. And so that's what we are proposing to do. Again, this will work towards to support the hybrid working model and improve flexibility.
Great. Any questions on that item? Any comments? All right. Well, is that agreed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Now we move on to item 6, a forward plan of key decisions. Those are for noting. And that brings us to the end of the meeting. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you.